Let's talk acrylic resin, specifically from Green Stuff World. Cue the titles. This is something I've recently started dabbling in, and you're going to need a beaker, stirring stick, water, a mould of some sort. This again is from Green Stuff World. I've had knocking around the workshop for a while now, and a mask. And you just pop open. Hang on, it's got a child safety lock on it. No, it's just me being weak. Open it up. You'll see the acrylic resin powder. Now I do a 1-to-1 ratio, which is a scoop and then some water. So I'm going to do 2 scoops, maybe 3 for luck, and then mix in the same amount with water. Give it a good stir until it's like a watery substance. I think I've made that too dry, so in goes some more water. Give it another good stir until you get it to a watery substance. A bit more water. Come on man, you can do this just because you're on TV. So you just keep stirring and stirring until it's all like that. There we go. Gloopy. Not really. Try and get all the bits out of it, just so it's all nice and smooth, and then it's time to pour it into your molds. So jump cut again to now that you're happy with the consistency of the resin powder. Just make sure there's nothing in the mold and just gently pour into your mold, just like that. So I'm going to do these. Takes around about half an hour, so you can pop it out of the mold, but I would let it set overnight so it's not all squidgy. I'm not going to waste any of this resin, so I'm just going to pour it into the other pipes. Once all that is done, I'm going to just give it a little tap to try and get all the little air bubbles out. There we go, I've got a little bit left, so I'm just going to pour that into there. And then what I do, I just skim the top of it. Doesn't matter if it goes over the sides, because that will just break off nice and easy. Like I said, just give it a little tap to try and get some of the air bubbles. Now I've noticed that there isn't a lot of air bubbles, and that is set like that. I also poured some into my painting mat, and as you can see, there just pops out, and there you have a semi-circle, semi-ball, whatever you want to call it. So I've got 2 of them, and then I'll show you how these pop out. And it's dead easy, and you just push from the bottom straight out, and there you go. That is a pipe for scenery and stuff like that. And I left these overnight so they would harden nicely, but that is as easy as pie. And like I said, this is for scenery and stuff, so I'm making a load of this stuff for an up and coming project that I've got in mind. But it keeps the detail. There's no bubbles because I made sure that I was tapping everything to get all the bubbles out. And all these are like little connector pipes. Let's see. Here we go. Come on, you want to... What impressed me was the level of detail that this acrylic resin powder does. That tub that I use cost me under €10, and there's going to be an awful lot of pipes that I can make. You can get other molds from Green Stuff World and other suppliers, but they're a bit pricey. They're around about €20 for 2 things. Now that one has a little chip in it, but that's the end block that you would put onto the pipe. So there you go. You make all this, and I've been making loads, as I said, and then you pop them into a box and put them on the shelf and forget about them, just like I did. For the non-believers out there that don't believe it's a connector for a pipe, there we go. I've just made a little pipe, and you can connect and do different variations of the pipe if you wanted. All the pipes that I make, I put in my little bit box, and as you can see, I've got lots of different ones there. I have another mold that makes panels. I couldn't find that mold when I was filming this, but these are thinner bits that have little air vents and stuff like that, which are quite cool. So I'm going to try and find that mold to make more of them, but then I just store them away and totally forget about them. And that's it. That's your bite-sized build with Green Stuff World's acrylic resin. Hope you found it useful. Keep scratching that build, everybody.